Hello student, myself Millie Sankla, and in our subject we solve the example of direct and bending stress. In today's session we solve our last example of chimney for rectangle section, and then we solve another type of example. Okay, now before solve the example, here we read the given data properly and which data we want to find out with respect to our example. Okay, now masonry wall 6 meter high is of solid rectangle section 4 meter wide and 2 meter thick. A horizontal wind pressure is 1.3 kilonewton per meter square. Act on side of 4 meter. Find maximum and minimum stress induced on base if unit weight of masonry is 22.4 kilonewton per meter cube. Okay, now first of all we write down the data. Here H is given 6 meter. First data is equal to our H is equal to 6 meter. Then B is given 4 meter and thickness, that means our depth is given 2 meter, and wind pressure, that means sigma is given 1.3 kilonewton per meter square, and unit weight of masonry, that means rho, is given 22.4 kilonewton per meter square. Okay, first of all wind pressure is act like on this surface. Okay, this is our wind pressure which is act as a UDL load on wind chimney. Okay, and this is our elevation right here. This is our elevation and this one is a plan of chimney. Now read this. Wind pressure sigma act on 4 meter side. That means wind pressure is act here. This is our 4 meter side and this is our 2 meter side. Okay, so here this is B and this one is D, and wind pressure is act along the y-axis. Okay, this is our y-axis and wind pressure is act along this y-axis. Now one by one we find out the data. First here we write direct stress. Okay, write down direct stress, and notation of this direct stress is equal to sigma 0. Sigma 0 is equal to density into height. What is the value of density? 22.4, and height of chimney is equal to 6 meter. Now our answer of direct stress sigma 0 for given rectangle chimney is equal to 134.4 kilonewton per meter square. Okay, now second we find out bending stress. So right here second is equal to bending stress. Okay, right here bending stress notation sigma b is equal to m by z. Now what is z? Here this distance, this dimension is b and this dimension is d, and wind pressure is act along the y-axis, so that our equation of z is equal to bd square by 6. Okay, because wind pressure is act along the y-axis. Now what is b? B is given 4 and d is given bd square 2 square by 6, and my answer of this section modulus is equal to 2.667 meter cube. Okay, here we first find out section modulus. Okay, now in second again data is given here. We find right here sigma b is equal to m by z. We find value of z already. Now what is m? M is equal to ph by 2. What is p? P is equal to our wind force. Wind force P is equal to sigma, and wind force is act on with, that means B. Sigma BH. Sigma is given 1.3, B that means 4, and height is equal to 6, and my wind force P is equal to 31.2 kilonewton. Okay, now we find out m is equal to ph by 2. M is equal to 31.2 and height of chimney is equal to 6. by 2. My answer of M is equal to 93.6 kilonewton into meter. First we find out direct stress, then we find out bending stress. Now we find out sigma B, our bending stress. M by Z. What is M? M is equal to 93.6 and Z we find out value of Z is equal to 2.667. After dividing this numerator and denominator, our answer of this sigma B is equal to 35.10 kilonewton per meter square. Now first we find out sigma max. What is sigma max? Sigma max is the summation of direct stress and bending stress, and sigma minimum is the difference between direct stress and bending stress. Now what is the value of direct stress? Direct stress is equal to 134.4. Okay, and our bending stress is equal to 35.10. Summation of these two value is equal to 169.5 kilonewton per meter square, and this is positive, so compressive value. And difference between this direct and bending stress, right here, 134.4 minus 35.10, and answer is 99.3 kilonewton per meter square. Again this is positive, so write compressive force. Okay, in this rectangle chimney, first of all we find direct, then bending stress, and after then last we find out sigma max and sigma minimum. Okay, rectangle chimney we take care, wind force is act along the width B. Okay, so that our equation of section modulus Z will be changed. With respect to, we find out section modulus with respect to y-axis, and that is BD square by 6 for this case of chimney. Okay, now we read our data of next example. Okay, now we solve our example of masonry dam. Okay, before starting this example, again read the given data properly. Okay, one by one, and then we solve this example. Masonry dam 4.5 meter high, then 1 meter wide at top and 3.5 meter wide at base. It retain water to full height. Okay, here mention that water is filled up to the full height. That means height of water level is equal to height of dam. Water phase of dam is vertical, and determine the extreme pressure intensity as the base. If our water dam is full with water, we find out extreme pressure intensity as the basis, that means sigma max and sigma minimum. And water and masonry weight 9,810 and 22,500 Newton per meter cube respectively. Find also the extreme pressure intensity as the base when dam is empty. Okay, here two condition, first is dam is full and second is dam is empty. Okay, first of all here we write when, first case when dam is, right here, dam is full with water. Okay, first we find out when dam is full with water. One by one write down. A is equal to given 1 meter, then bottom width B is given 3.5 meter, and height of dam, that means H is equal to capital H is equal to 4.5 meter, and water density means small w is given 9,810 Newton per meter cube, and density of masonry, that means rho, is given 22,500 Newton per meter cube. Okay, here is the height of dam, and up to this our water is filled, that means this is the sign of water level, and this load loading of water is act like a UVL load. Okay, now next Data is given. Okay, first of all, here the water density and masonry density as given in Newton convert into kilonewton. So multiply with 10 raised to minus 3 because 1 Newton is equal to 10 raised to minus 3 kilonewton. Okay, so our answer is 9.81 kilonewton per meter cube, and here 22.5 kilonewton per meter cube. Okay, now one by one we find out. First we find out weight of dam right here. First we find out weight of dam, and notation of this weight of dam is equal to capital W, A plus B capital H by 2 into density. Now one by one put the value that given in data. 1 plus B is given 3.5 and H is given 4.5 by 2, and rho is given, density is given 22.5. Now capital W is equal to 227,227.81 kilonewton. Here we find out first value of capital W. This is the pier section, side section of dam. Okay, this is the water storage and this is our RCC construction. Now next we find out water pressure. Second step of dam. Find out water pressure, and the equation of water pressure is equal to 1/2 WH square. Right here water pressure. Our second we find out water pressure. Okay, write down water pressure P is equal to 1/2 small w h square. Okay, W means density of water is equal to 9.81 and height of our dam is equal to 4.5, and answer of this P is equal to 99.33 kilonewton. Okay, second is our water pressure. Now third we find out eccentricity. Right here eccentricity. Okay, we simply follow the steps that I already explained you at time of theory. Okay, now for eccentricity, first of all we find out CG, equation of CG, that means AJ. What is the equation of AJ? A square AB B square then 3A plus B. Now one by one put the value. What is A? A is equal to 1 square, then 1, and B is equal to 3.5 plus 3.5 square divide by 3, 1 plus 3.5, and my answer of this AJ is equal to 1.24 meter. Now find out JK. What is the equation of JK? JK is equal to capital P by W into H by 3. Here we find out value of P. P is equal to 99.33 and capital W we find out 227.81, and height of dam is equal to 4.5 by 3. My answer of JK is equal to 0.654 meter. Okay, first we find out AJ, then we find out JK. Now D is equal to summation of AJ plus JK. Okay, now what is AJ? AJ is given 1.24 meter and JK is given 0.654 meter. Summation of this D is equal to, we get 1.894 meter. Okay, now we find out E. What is E? E is equal to D minus B by 2, eccentricity E. Okay, now eccentricity E, D we find out 1.894 and B is equal to 3.5 by 2. Okay, now E is equal to, our eccentricity E is equal to 0.144 meter. Okay. Next we find out sigma max and sigma minimum. Okay. Now what is the equation of sigma max and sigma minimum? Sigma max is equal to capital W by B and 1 plus 6E by B. Okay. Now we find out sigma max and sigma minimum. Okay, now we find out sigma max and sigma minimum. Right here, what is the equation of sigma max that we already discussed? Sigma max is equal to, right here, sigma max is equal to, write down, sigma max is equal to capital W by B 1 plus 6E by B. Now one by one, what is capital W? Capital W is equal to 227.81 divided by B is equal to 3.5, 1 plus 6, and equation value of this E is equal to 0.144 divided by 3.5. Okay, now second, after solving this we get sigma max is equal to 81.156 kilonewton per meter square. Okay, this is my positive answer. So here we write down compressive forces. Now we find out sigma minimum. Sigma minimum is equal to capital W by B 1 minus 6E by B. Please take care, student here take a density of water, but this is capital W, that means here we take a weight of dam, not a density of water or density of water. Okay, now 227.81 divided by 3.5, 1 minus 6 into 0.144 divided by 3.5 is equal to, sigma minimum is equal to 49.02 kilonewton per meter square. Okay, now next we find out stasis for when dam is empty, there is no water pressure there. Okay, one by one here we find out the values of sigma max and sigma minimum. Okay, first of all, steps are same as when dam is full with water. First we find out weight of dam. Okay, right here, first we find out weight of dam, that is we already find out capital W. Okay, first capital W we already find out 227.81 kilonewton. Second, we find out water pressure, but dam is empty, that means no water in dam. So in that condition our water pressure P is equal to 0. Here our dam is empty. Okay, so that for this case our P is equal to 0. Now third we find out eccentricity. So right here, third we find out eccentricity. Okay, now AJ same as, because this is the construction of side wall of dam, and CG of this dam is same, because when dam is empty only water pressure is affected, but CG is not affected. Okay, because it is a sulfate of structure. AJ we find out is equal to 1.24 meter. Then JK. Okay guys, what is the equation of JK? P by W into H by 3, but here is the value of P is equal to 0. So JK is equal to 0 for a dam is empty condition. Now D is equal to summation of AJ plus JK. That means AJ is given 1.24 and JK is given 0. Now my D is equal to 1.24 meter. Okay, now we find out E. E is equal to D minus B by 2. D is equal to 2.4 and B is equal to 3.5 by 2. Now my answer of this eccentricity E is equal to minus 0.51 meter. Okay guys, this means if our eccentricity is negative, then our sigma max is on left hand side and sigma minimum on right side. If our eccentricity is positive, that means for this section sigma max is this side, okay, and sigma minimum is this side, okay, but for this case our eccentricity is negative, so that sigma max is on left side and sigma minimum on right side, okay. In this example stress distribution diagram is not asked, okay. In next example I will explain you. Now next we find out sigma max and sigma minimum right here, okay. In this example last value we find out, that is our sigma max and sigma minimum. Write down, sigma max is equal to capital W by B 1 plus 6E by B. Now capital W is equal to 227.81 divided by 3.5, 1 plus 6 into 0.51. Okay guys, for calculation we take eccentricity as a positive. Only for negative eccentricities indicate the sign of stresses, max and minimum stresses, but calculation we take positive. Now sigma max is equal to 121.18 kilonewton per meter square. Again this answer is positive, so here we write down compressive forces. Now sigma minimum is equal to capital W by B 1 minus 6E by B. Put the values, 227.81 divided by 3.5, 1 minus 6 into 0.51 divided by 3.5, and my answer of this sigma minimum is equal to 8.18 kilonewton per meter square. Okay, here we get values of sigma max and sigma minimum for when dam is empty condition, okay, and in this condition we have to get eccentricity negative. Okay, now our example of dam for two cases are complete here. In next section we solve the example of dam and also check the stability condition. Okay, just now we stop here.